Welcome to Essential Elements 2000. We are pleased to welcome you into the world of music making with this brief introduction to playing and caring for your clarinet. Be sure you have your instrument so you can follow along with our clarinet student. Before you know it, you'll be having fun making music. The first step in putting the clarinet together is opening the case properly. Place your clarinet case on a flat surface, checking that the latches are on the top side. Release the latches and open the lid. Take your reed out and place the thin end into your mouth to moisten it while you assemble your instrument. Before joining any of the parts together, it is important to check the corks on the sections of your instrument. If any of the corks appear dry, or if your instrument is new, you can moisten them by rubbing a small amount of cork grease into the cork. Remember, always place your clarinet case on a flat surface. Check to be sure that the latches are on the top side before you open your case. And apply cork grease to any dry corks. The clarinet has 6 sections. They are the upper section, which is a long piece that has corks on both ends, the lower section, which is also long but has a cork only on one end, the bell, the barrel, a short section with metal rings on both ends, the mouthpiece, and the ligature, the ring that fits around the mouthpiece. You should also use a mouthpiece cap when you are not playing your clarinet. Take a good look at the parts of your instrument while they are in your case. Try to memorize their position, so when you disassemble your instrument, you can return each part to its proper position. Carefully remove the lower section from the case and place it in the palm of your left hand with the keywork facing up. Be careful not to put any pressure on the long rod, since it can easily be bent. Pick up the bell with your right hand and gently twist it onto the cork of the lower section. Next, remove the upper section from your case with your right hand. Depress the lower of the 2 open rings with your second finger. Pressing this ring lifts the bridge key on the side of the upper joint. Gently twist the 2 sections together, checking that the bridge key on the upper section crosses directly over its connector on the lower section. The tone holes of the 2 sections should be in a straight line. Hold your instrument in your left hand near the top of the upper section and pick up the barrel in your right hand. Gently twist its larger end onto the top of the upper section. You are now ready to put the mouthpiece on your instrument. Hold your clarinet near the top of the upper section and twist the cork of the mouthpiece into the barrel. The flat side of the mouthpiece should form a straight line with the keys on the back of the upper section. By now, your reed should be fully moistened. Put the ligature around the mouthpiece so its screws extend to the right as you look at the flat side of the mouthpiece. Slide the ligature up just a little with your thumb. Place the flat side of the reed against the mouthpiece and slip it underneath the ligature. Lower the ligature just below the line on your mouthpiece so it loosely holds the reed in place. Gently tighten the ligature screws. Remember, be careful to not bend the long rod on the lower section. Always lift the bridge key when assembling the upper and lower joints. Check that the bridge key connector is aligned. And be sure the tone holes are in a straight line. Let's learn how to properly hold the clarinet. When you play your instrument, your spine should be straight and tall, your shoulders back and relaxed, and your feet flat on the floor. Sit near the front edge of your chair. The clarinet is held so the mouthpiece easily enters your mouth, and the bell is between your knees. Draw an imaginary line between the bell of your clarinet and your body. This line, your torso, and your clarinet should form a right triangle. With your instrument in the proper position, you are ready to learn hand shape and positions. The correct shape of both hands looks like a flat C. Now let's position your right hand. As you wrap your fingers around the lower section using the flat C shape, use the pads of your first 3 fingers to cover the tone holes. An open ring surrounds each of the tone holes. Place your right thumb so its nail lies underneath the thumb rest on the back of the lower section and faces your body. Now let's learn the left hand position. Let your hand curve naturally around the upper section using the flat C shape, and cover the 3 tone holes with the pads of your first 3 fingers. The top 2 tone holes have rings around them, but the third tone hole does not. Place your thumb on the thumb hole on the back of the upper section of your instrument. Your thumb must be at a 45-degree angle, so the tip of the thumb is close to the register key on the back of your clarinet. These are the home base positions for your fingers and thumbs. Your little fingers should rest on side keys without pressing them. Remember, your spine should be straight, your shoulders back, and your feet flat on the floor. Use a flat C hand shape. Use the pads of your fingers to cover tone holes. And keep your left thumb at a 45-degree angle. Before we can play, we must learn about embouchure. Embouchure is how we form the muscles of our mouth around our mouthpiece. Let's try this first on the mouthpiece and barrel. Take your mouthpiece and barrel off your clarinet. Carefully lay the rest of the instrument across your lap. Roll just a little of your lower lip over your bottom teeth. Firm up the corners of your mouth by pulling them in. Next, point your chin down. Lower your jaw slightly and place the tip of the mouthpiece on your lower lip so the reed extends about ½ an inch into your mouth. Firmly place your top teeth on the mouthpiece about ½ an inch down from the tip. Your lips should form a seal around the mouthpiece. Be sure to hold your top lip snugly against your top teeth. Seal your lips firmly around the mouthpiece so your chin will be flat and pulled down. Using this embouchure, place the tip of your tongue on the reed just below the tip of the mouthpiece. Take a deep breath that fills your lungs. Then drop your tongue down and blow air from your lungs through the mouthpiece opening. It sounds like this. Let's try it together. 1, 2, ready, play. If you don't get any sound, you need to firm up your embouchure. Pull in the corners of your mouth and blow out more air. Do not raise your shoulders when you take a breath. Just take in air through your mouth. If you get a sound that is very high, relax your teeth pressure a little, but keep your lips sealed. Your tongue can act like a faucet or valve that releases air into the mouthpiece to create a tone. Put your mouthpiece back into your mouth, carefully following the steps to form the correct embouchure. Your tongue should be on the underside of the reed, just below the tip. Drop your tongue as you blow out air to begin a tone. Let's try playing 4 shorter notes. Take a good breath and say 2 as you drop your tongue to begin each note. 1, 2, ready, play. Did your tongue act like a faucet, releasing your airstream? Remember, your bottom lip should be slightly over your teeth. Your chin should be down. Your lips form a seal around the mouthpiece. And the tip of your tongue should touch the reed just below the tip of the mouthpiece. Let's take what you learned about your embouchure and try it on your clarinet. Twist your mouthpiece and barrel back onto your instrument. The first note you learn is fingered open. That is, no tone holes need to be covered. Your fingers should just hover over their home base positions without actually closing the tone holes. This note is called G. Before you play, check that your feet are flat on the floor, your shoulders are down and relaxed, and your instrument is in proper playing position. Adjust your hand position and check your embouchure. 1, 2, ready, play. Let's do it again and play the G as a long note. You will need to take a good breath and use your full airstream. If your shoulders go up as you breathe, you haven't taken a good breath. Relax and take in enough air to fill up your lungs. Don't forget to say 2 as you drop your tongue. 1, 2, ready, play. Let's play 4 shorter notes in a row. Remember to return your tongue to its beginning position so you are ready for the next note. On the note G, it will sound like this. Now it's your turn. Just remember to say 2 as you release your tongue to begin each note. 1, 2, ready, play. Great! Keep practicing these exercises. Good playing habits will allow you to make fast progress. You are ready to move ahead in your book. Remember, keep your fingers in their home base positions. Be sure to always use a full airstream. And say the word 2 to begin the tone. It is important to clean your clarinet before putting it back in its case. We take the clarinet apart in the reverse order of its assembly, being careful not to bend any keys, especially the bridge key. First, remove the ligature and reed, and put the reed back into its case. Place the ligature and reed case back into your clarinet case. Next, holding the instrument by the barrel, twist off the mouthpiece, dry it, and replace the mouthpiece cap. Once a week, you should wash the mouthpiece with warm tap water. Thoroughly dry it before putting it away. To clean your instrument, drop a weighted chamois or cotton swab into the bell and pull it out through the barrel. Then gently remove the barrel and place it back in your case. Next, twist the upper and lower sections apart, with the bell still attached. Carefully place the upper section in your case. Twist gently to remove the bell and place both the bell and the lower section back into your case. Close and latch the lid of your case. Your clarinet will be waiting for you, safe and sound, the next time you want to play. Remember, always store your reed in a reed case. Dry out the mouthpiece. Use a weighted swab to clean your clarinet. And carefully latch your clarinet case. Playing the clarinet is fun. Good luck and have a great time.